If you want to know the best TV shows, you should definitely watch our picks for the best ones of 2020.
Go man, could be a winner for your move, Go man.
We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good TV show again.
Number 10. Upload 2020.
Baby, don't try and tough this out, okay? Now, you could just old-fashioned die, or we could be together forever.
Upload is a science fiction comedy drama television series created by Greg Daniels. Not only exploring human beliefs such as heaven and afterlife, but recreating our perception in a future setting that will leave you in awe. Upload is set in a world where we can upload ourselves into digital heaven when dying. This happens to Nathan, who is now trying to enjoy a beautiful digital Lakeview heaven. But as he gets used to his new life and befriends with Nora, his living customer service rep, questions about his death arise.
There's still sex, right?
Yeah, the VR suits are amazing. You can change your avatar, boost levels, simulation you wouldn't believe.
Super. Okay, where's my mom? I gotta talk to her.
That's disgusting.
Not about that.
Well,
grow up.
Number 9. The Great 2020.
Have you come to threaten me, or just cajole in a menacing fashion?
What would work best?
Neither.
The Great is a comedy drama television series created by Tony McNamara. Exploring the very different or quite often absurd nature of politics, The Great takes a rare female standpoint in following the rise of Catherine the Great from a very cynical and satirical standpoint. On her rise to power and uncontrollability, she must find a solution to the only thing standing in her way, her dangerous and powerful husband. Only without him can she rule over her enemies.
You are dancing close to heresy.
Shall I get some musicians in?
I assumed this was a naive manipulation. Perhaps I was wrong.
Things must change. The church...
Shh. Listen, girl.
Number 8. Gangs of London 2020.
No, please! Please don't kill me! Please!
What else can I do?
Gangs of London is an action crime drama television series created by Gareth Evans and Matt Flannery. As an action thrill ride that was created by the brilliant and legendary inventor of all-time classic action movies like The Raid, Gangs of London follows a gang war that will leave you on the edge of your seat. In one of the most dynamic cultural centers, gangs are at the height of their powers. But when one of them loses its leader, hell may finally break loose.
We're not a bank. It's just numbers, you see. Just numbers. No. Please, no. No.
Number 7. Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist 2020.
Why are you singing right now?
Because I love that song and it feels good to sing it.
So you weren't just singing that to me specifically?
Why would I be singing to you?
Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist is a musical comedy drama television series created by Austin Winsberg. Combining the typical yet purely entertaining tropes of comedies with burned-out protagonists and a highly refreshing note of musical numbers, Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist holds what its title promises, a musical experience that you have never seen before. When a computer programmer suddenly starts to hear everyone's thoughts, but like a song, his boring life is transformed into a colorful mixture of eccentric styles and performances.
All I know is that 1 second I'm getting an MRI, and the next second...
Complete strangers are singing John Lennon to you?
Some to me, some to themselves. Almost as if they were singing what they were all thinking out loud, collectively, as a people.
Number 6. Caliphate 2020.
Vad är det ni tycker som är så jävla fantastiskt kul? 70 turister i Istanbul. Ingen minns det om en vecka.
Caliphate is a Swedish thriller drama television series created by Wilhelm Berman. Discussing an undeniably serious topic of the modern world and combining it with brilliant storytelling, Caliphate explores a real-life event where 3 London schoolgirls met with jihad recruiters. Throughout the episodes, we witness the horrors of terrorism, extremism, and the problems of religion from a variety of different standpoints that all add to the complexity of the topic to tell a story that will leave you shattered.
Men han valde att bli martyr. Det vi ska göra kommer bli mycket större. Vi ska slå korsfararna i deras trygga hem i Sverige. Och vi ska göra det igen och igen och igen. Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
Number 5. Solar Opposites, 2020.
From now on, we focus on the mission, but we also be a family and all that kind of shit and do that stuff.
And we can wear matching costumes and compete in fashion shows.
Nope,
Just
nope,
two
I'm
friends
covering my
holding
ears. I
hands
don't
down
want
the
to hear
street.
this.
Solar Opposites is an adult animated sitcom created by Justin Roiland and Mike McMahon. Following the truly brilliant and ultimately cynical premise of its title, Solar Opposites explores the absurdity of human life from an alienated standpoint. When a family that, let's just say, comes from far away, is forced to restart their life on a planet called Earth that is not only worse, but way less beautiful than their old one, they must accept their fates.
When the pupa reaches maturity, it'll evolve into its true form, one that'll destroy and rebuild the planet in the image of the homeworld using data stored in its DNA. That kind of stuff.
Wow, seems like a pretty important job to put pupa.
Oh, gross!
That's sick, pupa. Don't eat the gooblers. Bad pupa. Yum.
Number 4. Dave, 2020.
Giving birth is so gnarly. No, it's such a good experience. It's actually really fun.
I wish I could give birth.
Dave is a comedy television series created by Lil Dicky and Jeff Schaffer. Not only setting up a fictional and real-life inspired biography of rap legend Lil Dicky, but also exploring the world of music and the hopeful rise to fame. Dave is everything a music and comedy fan wants to see. Following a fictional version of its producer, who is an eccentric and arrogant aspiring musician, we witness how he tries to become one of the best rappers of all time.
Obviously, it must suck in terms of the vagina being just ripped open or whatever.
Oh.
But to carry life and think about a pregnant woman, all the mass.
A man actually gave birth. You could do it.
What?
Number 3. Paranormal, 2020.
رشانة يعني مش عارفة أترجمها ازاي دي.
أنا أرشانة.
Paranormal is an Egyptian horror mystery television series created by Ahmed Khaled Taufik. As a mixture of perfect anthology storytelling and ongoing plotlines, Paranormal is the spooky and haunting experience horror fans want from such a show. It follows a university professor who, on his journeys of wisdom and relation, experiences paranormal happenings and is forced to recreate his worldview as his perception of real and science shatters before his eyes.
I'm surprised. كنت فاكرة رفعت ممكن يخطب ويعبر عن حبه. أنت تعرف تقول لها كلام حب؟ أو بتقول عكس اللي جواك؟ زي زمان.
Number 2. The Midnight Gospel, 2020.
You weren't supposed to see that. That's my soul prison for wayward simulated beings.
What the fuck does that mean, baby?
It's a tower of malfunctioning Sims.
The Midnight Gospel is an adult animated television series created by Pendleton Ward and comedian Duncan Trussell. Filled with illuminating visuals and an absurd sense of abstraction, The Midnight Gospel follows a spacecaster named Clancy Gilroy, who owns an unlicensed multiverse simulator. Each episode is based on actual interviews with real audio derived from Duncan Trussell's podcast and revolves around Clancy's travels through planets within the simulator, with the beings inhabiting these worlds as the guests he interviews for his spacecast.
Send me in. That sounds perfect. I'm not gonna get hurt.
You cannot die in a soul prison. You can only be reborn. Merging with simulator in 3, 2.
Before we unveil TV show number 1, here are some honorable mentions.
You will raise these children to be atheists. The new world that you start won't have the same problems that ended our world here on Earth. You are humanity's last hope.
Picard, what are you doing?
Zoey, I want you to reconsider your present course of action and power down the beacon.
You know that's not going to happen.
I have something I want to give you and your people, and I hope it will change your mind.
Tribus itame non intelligent. Apudeus ius vetat.
quemquam capite damnari ab adio homine.
Io suero germanicum nullum. Vero mautem Roma.
Number 1. Ted Lasso, 2020.
I never thought she would fuck over an entire team.
Hey! Better manners when I'm holding the dart.
Ted Lasso is a sitcom television series created by Bill Lawrence, Jason Sudeikis, Joe Kelly, and Brendan Hunt. In this hilarious look at the world of sports, we follow a shaky man who spends his life as an American football coach for small and unimportant college teams. But when he is suddenly hired to train a highly professional football team in England, his boring life is turned upside down, especially regarding his sports profession, since he signed up to train a sport he never played before.
Guys have underestimated me my entire life. And for years, I never understood why. It used to really bother me. But then one day, I was driving my little boy to school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental." I like that.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. If you want to know more about a particular TV show in this list, you can check out our links in the video description. And for more top 10 TV show videos, be sure to subscribe to communiTV.